Tucson Gemstone event. These are our Journey bracelets, and we have your choice of the turquoise, the lapis, the coral, or we also have available for you the pink opal. So these are brand new. They were supposed to be $89. We're doing them for $74.90. They're under $15 on your charge card to bring them home. And then each one is gonna have a different little saying on them. So your lapis says discover. Your coral says mind finds. Your pink opal says explore. And your turquoise says journey. And I love them back with our today's special. I love them layered together because that's still the look, to pile on more and have kind of that multiple look in your jewelry. But Jay, this is something that really has just a fresh kind of fun feeling to it.
Yeah, this again, they're story bracelets. So each one is that, you see, you've got all the different natural materials. You've got that beautiful lapis lazuli from Afghanistan. You get this incredible Chilean robin's egg blue turquoise, which is, it's not an exclusive for us. There are other people that have gotten dribbles and drabs, but we have a standing order for it. So anytime that they ever get that material out of the ground, we have somebody that's readily available with the money to buy it up. Then you've got the beautiful Australian pink opal, and then this wonderful sea bamboo coral from the South China Sea. They're just a lot of fun, and each one has a different saying to them. They're really they're a stretch style bracelet, so they're on a special stretch material, so they're very wearer friendly, very user friendly, very simple. Like Connie says, you know, what they're great for is they're great for stacking. So, you know, again, you know, don't break the bank. But one of the real hottest trends, and it's not even it's not even a recent trend. It's a trend that's been going on for a long time, where people are wearing multiples, okay, and stackables. You'll see it all the time where people have 4 or 5, 6 different bracelets on. You know, and maybe they'll have like even a different set of bracelets on the other wrist, all the different colors. What's really cool with this is you're getting 4 of the top 12 materials that we use in our designs. I guess the one thing that we're known for is, number one, the stone I started with, the stone that everybody knows us and really kind of, we're the kind of the go-to people, is turquoise.
Oh, yes.
We're literally the turquoise kings. So that's our number one. Secondly is opals. Opals are what, you know, all my trips that always start out by me going to a turquoise deposit, turquoise mine, to buy rough or some kind of opal or a new opal. Everything else, all the other mine finds that you see, are literally branches of that off. So I'm always going there to buy, and then I'll find things along the way, or I'll stop by. But I always start the trips with turquoise or opal. So you've got the beautiful Chilean, this sky blue, robin's egg blue turquoise from high in the Andes in Chile. You've got that beautiful pink coral from Australia, which has been faceted, and that's something we have an exclusive on. You have the lapis from Afghanistan. Lapis is probably our 3rd best known rough material. And here again, you don't, in Tucson, it's not what you see, it's what you don't see. This year, we didn't see hardly any turquoise, and we didn't see hardly any lapis. Saw almost no, or virtually, I can't even remember seeing any coral rough where they actually had the rough. We did find new opals, so
that's good.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna spoil the surprise, but we did find some really cool things in opal. But you just didn't see lapis, you just didn't see turquoise, and you didn't see corals.
Okay, hang in there. We'll get it for you if you're on board, and we have a 5 and 5 coming up. But before we do that, we're going to tell you more about color.